What's up, everybody? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Folks, Michael Edward here, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that don't know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated online premium educational platform that's available today. And at True Trading Group, results matter because they do. We've got one simple goal. That's to help you to learn, trade, and profit. If you guys are new, make sure you like and share this video. More importantly, make sure you're subscribed to this channel because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live for free right here on this YouTube channel where myself, other TTG moderators and pro traders, plus special guests drop golden nuggets and provide you guys with free lessons that are going to help you become better traders. But why should you listen to any of the stuff that we talk about on these lives? Guys, I began my career working for a fund in New York City, my very first job out of college. Then 2008 was the great recession that had stock market crash, but it was during that time I actually went to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Aside from that, probably more importantly, since 2016, my team and I at True Trading Group have helped thousands of retail traders from all walks of life, from all over the world, achieve peace of mind from financial freedom by teaching them how to trade stocks, options, and crypto. At True Trading Group, we teach you how to fish. We teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet, how to become a self-sufficient trader, not to just rely on other people. Despite what you may have read about or seen online, trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not gambling either. It's a skill, and that skill needs to be learned properly just like any other, and especially because that skill potentially has a chance to help you reach financial goals that you guys never thought were possible. Tonight's live stream is going to be a good one. As always, they're always good. But tonight's going to be a good one because we're going to first start off with a 15, 20-minute Q&A. I'll give some time for people to log on. You guys can fire away, ask me whatever questions that you have. I'm here for you. Then I'll spend a couple of minutes. Talking about the TTG membership. For those that are interested, I'll tell you guys how you can join and whatever discounts and incentives we have for people on the live stream tonight that want to become part of the family. Then we're going to talk about my swing trade from yesterday, PRAGUE. Today went all the way up over $6. That's a 42% gain from my $4.22 entry yesterday to my $5.98 exit today. That's a 42% gain. I'm actually still long a small piece of that trade. Stock had a big pullback today. We'll see if we can hold $4. I'm in a small piece. Still a really, really, really great trade with all the profit that we've taken off. So congratulations to all my TTG fam on that one. We'll recap that trade, but then we're going to talk about the EV stocks today. What a crazy, crazy time this is for the EV stocks because you're starting to see EV stocks trade separately. Today, you had Lucid and Rivian get crushed. You had Tesla, you had Sono, a new IPO today, extended, went crazy. All right. You also had Blink and ChargePoint kind of tread water a little bit, but it was very odd today to see a brand new IPO in SEV. We're going to talk about that. What does that company do? Do I think it's a good buy? Brand new EV maker just came public today. We'll talk about that. But then Rivian got crushed, Lucid got crushed, but Tesla went crazy. All right. So some divergence taking place in the EV sector. And as an active trader, you really need to look nowhere else aside from the EV space to find opportunity, both to the upside and to the downside right now. So we're going to break down that action in the EV space. I also made some good money today on AMD. NVIDIA had earnings today. We'll talk about that as well and what that means for the semiconductor space going forward. So as you can see, a lot to unpack. Then at the end, I'll show you guys the TTG platform. Yes, I said platform because we are far more than just a chat with trade alerts. The TTG platform is designed to help level the playing field for the retail trader and provide the retail trader in one place, our platform, a professional education along with tools and resources that professional traders use on a daily basis to help improve your chances of success and to level that playing field. All right. So listen up, guys. Listen good. We're going to start that Q&A. Start typing your questions in chat right now. All right, start typing your questions in chat right now. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Go ahead, folks, right now. Begin typing your questions, and let's start that Q&A. All right. What do we have here, folks? What do we got? Fire away. Ask your questions. I am here for you. Although AMC has a strong trend line overhead, which supersedes other patterns, I think has AMC formed an inverse head and shoulders on daily chart. If it is a head and shoulders, the trend line supersedes, right? Marcus, let's take a look, man. I haven't seen a inverse. I don't remember seeing an inverse head and shoulders here on AMC. Okay, I see what you're talking about. So I'm assuming this is what you're referring to. I'll just draw it out for you. If I am mistaken, then you can let me know. I assume this is what you're referring to as an inverse head and shoulders. And if you are referring to this, Marcus, as an inverse head and shoulders, I'm going to say no. And the reason why I'm going to say no is because your left shoulder and your head are at the same level. Okay, so as you can see, your left shoulder and your head are at the same level. This is almost a double bottom with a higher low. Now, if this left shoulder found support at 38, that would be a little bit different. If we found support there at 38, then yes, I would say, possible of an inverse head and shoulders pattern there. This does not mean that the stock cannot go higher. This is just me showing you guys that it's just very, very clear that we have major resistance at $44. It's just major resistance at $44. And every time that AMC gets up to that level, it just bang, gets pushed right back down off of 44. So this is your range that AMC is in. It's this 35 to 44, 35 to 45, call it a little 10-point range. But, I don't really see an inverse head and shoulders. If you want to call it that, it's a sloppy one at best. I would just consider this more of a channel, to be honest with you, Marcus. I would really just more comfortably say that, AMC is in a channel, and you can just look for, I really thought that day we were breaking out and we were going to really get out of that channel. We just dropped right back into it. So we're still within this channel, and that 44 resistance level is still intact for the time being. What is it that tells you a stock is good for swing trading? So listen, a couple different things when it comes to swing trading. You want to look for a stock that is setting up for a trend-based move. I don't like swing trading like your flash in the pan small caps. I think it's very, very dangerous. I think it's probably the lowest probability trading strategy that you can probably implement is like, these stocks, these real cheap small caps, like these $2, $3, $4 stocks that you've never heard of the stock before until the day it has a press release, the stock gaps up 40% and everybody comes rushing in for the day trade. Very, very difficult to try to swing trade those. Typically those are they're poor quality companies. They're not good stocks either. And to get follow through on those trades is few and far between, because it's usually a day trader's trade where they come in the morning, they're out before the end of the day. Stock that gets bought gets sold right back into the market same day. It's not the same as when you have, a trend trade on a mid cap or a large cap where institutions, hedge funds, buyers are stepping in and they're buying shares with the intention of holding them. You have to understand that when people come in and they buy shares of Lucid, right? They're buying shares of Lucid to stash in their portfolio, or they're buying shares of AMD. These are money managers, portfolio managers, hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds, you name it, with the sole intention of holding those shares. They don't go right back into the market. So, I would say that when you're swing trading, it's best to look for mid caps and large caps and swing trade those rather than trading small caps. Yes, Prague is a small cap. Yes, I did swing trade Prague, but Prague is an example of a stock that has been trading for a long time. This is a stock that has a lot of volume on it. It's a very well-known name. It's not something that traded 50,000 shares 2 days ago, all of a sudden traded 50 million shares out of nowhere, and I'm going to swing trade it. Those are the trades that are much higher risk and have a lower probability of success. Prague is a different story. Prague has had tens of millions of shares traded for several months now. And it's a very well-known and very well discussed and talked about stock. It's gaining, or, coming into today was really, really gaining interest on Wall Street Bets and on the Reddit community. And, if you guys were using our social sentiment scanner, which is part of the TG platform, you guys will be able to see all that. So I like to look for, strong breakouts or continued trends when you're looking for swing trading. I like to look for, a good MACD indicator, which is where you're getting a MACD crossover or a signal line crossover on the MACD. These are all things that might be a little over your head right now, but you learn all this stuff as a member to Trading Group. We even have courses specifically for swing trading. So you'll learn the setups that we look for and everything else by going through the swing trading courses on the website. I'm new to options. Is it easier to swing trade options rather than day trade options? Neither. It's not easier. One's not easier than the other. One is not easier than the other. What I would say to you is that swing trading options is, may carry a little bit more risk. So if you consider higher risk more difficult, then in that sense, it would be easier to day trade options. And that's just because with options, you have something called time decay. And with time decay, it is the longer that you're in that trade, the closer you get to your expiration date, the value of that option is going to actually start to go down. So an option is made up of two different types of value, intrinsic value and extrinsic value. To save you kind of this whole entire lesson on options, time decay is part of your extrinsic value, also commonly referred to as time value. Don't worry, you'll learn all of this as a member of TTG, guys. If what I'm saying to you sounds foreign, don't worry about it. You'll learn it. Trust me, you'll learn this at the back of your hand. It's not as complicated as it may initially sound. But the time decay is something that traders really have a difficult time with, and a lot of inexperienced traders, and even experienced traders for that matter, some of their biggest losses will tend to occur swing trading options. Because if you swing trade an option and you get stopped out tomorrow versus swing trading the exact same option and getting stopped out next week, you will lose a completely different amount of money if you get stopped out next week versus getting stopped out tomorrow. Tomorrow, you'll lose less money than if you get stopped out next week. You're going to lose more money. So that time decay factor leaves traders exposed, not only exposed to gaps, obviously when a stock gaps up or gaps down, but when a stock gaps down against you, when you're just in the stock itself, you just have that price drop that affects your P&L. But that price drop is going to be magnified by time decay when you roll over to the next day, because every single day that time decay is going to get worse and worse. So, for that matter, I would say, if you're talking about from a risk standpoint, you can say that, day trading options, I guess, would be less risky because you don't have to worry so much. I mean, you're still going to get time decay intraday. Don't get me wrong, but it's easier to control that risk intraday than it is to control that risk on a swing trade. And it's one of the things that I teach members about the most when it comes to trading options specifically, because options are fantastic. You should learn how to trade options. I think everybody should have the capability and the education to trade options. They're a fantastic tool and vehicle for people to trade, whether you have a small account or a large account. It doesn't matter. They're a great tool for you guys to trade, especially though for those of you with small accounts, because if you have small accounts, don't pigeonhole yourself to only trade $3, $5, 50-cent stocks because you feel like you don't have enough money to trade anything bigger. Don't pigeonhole yourself to that part of the market. I want you to be able to trade an AMC, to trade, a Bros, to trade an AMD. All right. I want you to be a Lucid. I want you to be able to trade those type of stocks. And just because you don't have the money to buy shares, you can trade the options, which will cost you a fraction of the amount of money to take advantage of that price action. So options definitely something that you guys should learn. And again, with our curriculum, we have an entire course, 2 courses actually dedicated to options. If you were growing a smallish account under PDT, would you use cash or margin? Okay, so Marcus, for me, if I was going to grow a small-ish account, I would do cash because I also like to day trade. And if you're under PDT rule with a margin account, it'll be tough. It'll be tough for you because you're going to only really be bound to 3 day trades in a 5-day period under the PDT rule. So just so you guys are aware, on a margin account, you'll be under PDT. On a cash account, you won't. But on the cash account, you'll only be able to trade with the cash that's available in your account, and it'll take a couple of days for the cash to settle once you actually use it. With PDT, you'll have usually most brokers, 4 times leverage, 4 times buying power on the money that's in the account. Some other places can give you higher leverage. If you work with like a broker dealer specifically, they can give you like up to 10 times leverage on your money or margin on your money. But you'll be bound to the PDT rule if you have less than 25 grand in that account. So I would go with the cash account so I can have the flexibility of day trading, and I would specifically focus on options because options will only take 1 day for cash to settle versus stock, which could take 3 for cash sales. So you'll have that cash. So let's say you have a $5,000 cash account and you put $500 into an option trade. Okay, after 1 full day, that cash will settle the following day and you'll be able to use it again. So if you day traded an option today, you bought $500, you made 20%, you made $100, you sold it. Now you've got, $600 are coming back to your account. So now your account's $5,100. Really, your account's only $4,500 for tomorrow that you can trade with. All right. So I would go with the cash account unless you were a swing trader. If you're a swing trader and you don't have to worry about day trading, then I would say go with a margin account so you can have more capital so you can swing trade some higher price stocks. How can you be confident that a support level has been held and that it's a good entry point? Okay, Kabi, excellent question. Probably one of the most common questions that I get asked is, what is confirmation? How do you know when a stock has held? What does it mean when support has held? Right? This is a very common thing that I get. Very common thing that I get from people. Okay. Very common question that I get from people. And what I like to look for to see if a support level is held, first of all, it is dependent on the time frame also that you're looking at. So let me say that first, because when I'm looking intraday for a specific setup, if I'm looking intraday, I'm looking for a day trade, I'm looking at, okay, I'm looking at, $10. It used to be resistance on the daily chart. Today we're gapping up to 11. I'm going to look to see if $10 is now support. I'm going to look for that stock to drop down towards 10. And when it gets to 10, I want to see it very quickly get off of 10. Very quickly. Because the speed and kind of ferociousness of how a stock bounces off a support level is a sign to you how aggressive the buying pressure is at that level. And typically, and this is not 100%, nothing is 100% when it comes to trading. It's strictly probability. But typically when you see very strong action off of a support level where the stock jumps back off it very quickly, that's a sign of aggressive buying and could be a sign it's safe to get long in front of this level. And then you can buy the stock at that level and then set your stop loss just beneath it. Okay, so example would be, okay, if I want $10 to be support, let's say the stock's pulling in 1050, 1040, 1030, 1015, 1006. Then all of a sudden we get down to 1006 and all of a sudden it's 1008, 1010, 1012, 1015, 1025, 1028 bid, where the bids, which are your buy orders for those that are new, are coming on top of each other so fast. They are jumping over each other to try to soak up that selling pressure that just came down into that price zone. That's an indication to me that the buying is very aggressive versus, let me give an example of what I would consider a lazy stock when buying is not aggressive. The stock drops down towards 1006, right? If I think 10 is support, and all of a sudden the stock goes from 1006, 1008, 1009, 1007, 1008, 1010, 1007, 1006, 1005, 1008, 1011, 1012, 1010, 1012, 1013, 1010, 1009, versus a stock that goes 1006, 1008, 1010, 1009, 1015, 16, 18, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. See the difference? That's going to be an example to me of aggressive buying. And then I'm going to say to myself, there's my support. Support level has held. It's time for me to get long. That's one example of a support level holding. Now, Time frame, though, is relevant. Time frame, if you're looking at a stock, let's say on a daily chart. Okay, if you're looking at a stock on a daily chart, you may tail through that level. We might say on the intraday, we're looking at 10 to be support, right? And let's use the exact same example. We go down 10.06, 10, we drop down to 990, 985. Stock trades water for a little bit, 990, 995 for like an hour. 995, 10, 995. Then in the later, at the end of the day, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, 10, 25, and the stock closes at 1050. When you look at the daily chart on that setup, I will be inclined to say $10 held. So it's different depending on the time frame that you're necessarily looking at. So this is like a day trade setup versus a swing trade setup. You have to understand that day traders are usually trading momentum. So a day trader is going to want to see a stock get off of a support level very quickly as an indication the stock has momentum. Swing traders like to trade trends, okay, where that momentum can have pauses and breaks while a stock consolidates and breathes before it continues on that same current trend. Two different types of trading styles, two different ways that you guys can look for support levels holding. I hope that was helpful. Do you still think we get a Santa Claus rally despite the labor shortage and chip shortage? Okay, so Robert, the labor shortage and chip shortage that's nothing new, right? That's nothing new. We've known about that for quite a while, and it's pretty well known and expected that we're not going to get a resolution to that, until next year. So when I look at the markets, everything in my brain tells me we're in dangerous territory. That I don't think inflation is going to disappear next year. When I listen to some of these CEOs talk about supply chains and the inflation numbers come out, the inflation number's been hot now for how many months? How many months has inflation been higher than we expected? You're talking about now inflation's over 6%. That's really, really dangerously high. And I don't think the supply chain issues are going to get resolved in like a month. Because I'll tell you this, if we go into, let's say, February, March, and the supply chain is not fixed, I think we're in trouble. Because there is absolutely no way, in my opinion, I mean, an economist or somebody I would welcome anyone to have a debate and a conversation with me about this and explain it to me if I'm wrong. But I can't see there being any scenario where inflation settles back down to 2.5 without the supply chain being fixed. I don't see it happening. I'm not saying that the supply chain issue is the only thing causing inflation, because it's not. Printing more than half of the dollars that have ever been in existence, printing them in the last 12 months certainly does help fuel inflation with the amount of money that people have and the amount of money that's circulating. If you double the amount of dollars that are in circulation, then your dollar is worth half as much. This is economics 101. This is supply and demand 101. So there's a lot of issues that are pushing inflation higher. Then you factor in the labor shortage, and there's so many different things that are pushing inflation higher. But I don't think it's possible for inflation to go down and settle without, I don't think there's any scenario where, let's say we get to February and the supply chain issue is not fixed and inflation drops to 3%. I don't see that. So that's what I mean by you really need that supply chain to fix itself in order for, I think, inflation to even have a chance to move itself back down. So what I'm actually thinking about going into the end of the year is I think people are going to look at, you're going to have, I think, a strong performance from the American consumer. I think people have a lot of cash and they're gonna spend it. But if the only thing that I haven't really considered, and I'm talking through this out loud because I've actually been having this debate with myself on what I want to do. For those that don't know, I've actually taken profit on half of my long-term portfolio. So I am down to about 50% of my long-term portfolio holdings. So I have not taken profit on my long-term portfolio for the last like 8 or 9 years. I've only added. And then during the COVID crash in March and April, I added a ton. All right. So I took a lot of cash. I threw it into the markets in March and April. Then I just bought a new house. So I'm thinking to myself, if we do get a significant pullback next year because inflation does not settle, I don't have a lot of cash that I want to go in there and just start to buy everything up. So I've got a lot of profit on these positions. And I'm saying, you know what? I feel like there's more room to the downside than there is more room to the upside. So I've taken profit off on my positions. I notified our members a couple of weeks ago that I was starting that process, and I am now complete. All right. So every day we'd have a green day in the market, I'd sell a little bit. Another green day, I'd sell a little bit. Another green day, I'd sell a little bit. So I'm now officially down to 50% of my long-term holdings. I got an arsenal on the sidelines now that I can look to go back in if we do get a pullback next year, if inflation is in fact here to stay. So I know this is a long-winded answer to your question, but I think we could get the Santa Claus rally just because I think so many people are expecting it. I think it's going to turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy, but that could then be the blow off top. That could be the melt up rally. And then we wake up New Year's Day and realize, shit, nothing's fixed. Inflation's now at 7%. We have a problem. And then all of a sudden, you're just going to get a massive risk-off trade. Everybody's going to sell everything. It's going to be a situation where everything's going to drop. The Fed's going to have to raise rates sooner than they expected, more aggressively than they expected. You're going to get a 20-25% pullback, at least in the overall markets. Not to say that, I'm not saying that happens in January, but you guys get the point. So I am very, very interested to see how this unfolds. And I think more so than ever before, this is why it's so important for you guys to get yourselves an actual education to understand what is going on in the markets. Don't just look at the TV screen or read a post on Facebook or read the newspaper and say, ooh, market's at all-time highs. Yay, this is a good time for me to go in and I guess start to invest in the market. The average retail person does the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. The average retail person will literally experience the crash in March and April of 2020. They see the news headlines, stock market crash, blood in the streets. Meanwhile, the market's already down 25, 30%. And then that retail person goes, oh man, the market's really bad right now. I should probably get out. And they sell. Meanwhile, people like me and your experienced traders are buying. Then the markets go all the way up, go back to all-time highs. All-time highs. Then you have people like me start selling. And then you have people that don't know what they're doing. They look and they say, oh, wow, stock market all-time highs. The market's doing really good. I guess it's safe for me to get back in. Don't be that person. Be educated enough so you can take advantage of opportunities like this, because that sell-off in March and April of last year was the greatest opportunity of my lifetime. It was a better opportunity than what I experienced in 08, 09. I didn't have as much money in 08, 09 as I do now. Obviously, that was a long time ago. I was in my early 20s. So if and when we do get another scenario like that, which if inflation doesn't settle down, that could be the reason, I'm going to be ready to jump in when that opportunity presents itself. And if it does, you're not going to get a V bottom. It's not going to be like the COVID crash of 2020 where it's going to drop and then it's going to rally right back to all-time highs. If we crash like that next year, it'll be a real bear market where we'll drop and we'll stay there for a little while. And then we'll climb ourselves back up out of that bear market over the next couple of years as technology progresses and earnings growth catch back up and inflation settles. And the markets will then work themselves back and we'll go back to all-time highs. It just isn't going to happen in a 6-month period like it happened in 2020. It'll take a little bit more of more time for that to play itself out. But I want you guys to be able to I walked you through the entire crash of 2020. If you've been following my channel for a while, you can just go back and watch those live streams. We talked about getting involved during that time period. And it was congratulations to my THD fam. I know a lot of you guys did. My THD fam, you guys crushed it. You guys crushed it on that sell-off. We were in there buying with both hands and feet. So I want to make sure that, and this is why we do this. This is why I share this information with everybody. I want to make sure you guys are educated enough to make the right decisions when the time comes. Right. And trying to go about this stuff on your own and just kind of following along with what you're reading on social media is how you can fool yourselves and set a trap for yourself that is going to make you regret it years down the road. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. All right. With the market red and teaching members green, how does this happen? How does this happen? Education. That's how this happens. That's how this happens, because regardless of markets are up, down, left, right, sideways, we're making money in the markets. Active traders can make money whether markets are up or down. Okay. We made a ton of money on the way down in March of 2020. A ton of money. I was trading the TVIX almost every single day. God rest its soul. The TVIX. I miss the TVIX so much. The TVIX was a 3 times leverage on the VIX. It was a very, very volatile vehicle that I used to trade. It's no longer around. Credit Suisse delisted it, unfortunately. Bastards. Took away my favorite thing to trade. But yeah, that's what an education will provide you with, Donna. So even though markets go down, there's still ways to make money when the markets go down. You can short stocks, you can buy put options. There's inverse ETFs that you can buy and go long because they will actually go up as markets go down. There's so many different ways for you to make money when the markets go down that a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people don't realize it, but make no mistake about it. I guarantee you, my THD fam and I, we're making money whether markets are up or down. And that trend is not going to stop. That trend will continue. And next year, if we do get a crash next year, and the average person is sitting there watching their 401k diminish, my THD fam are going to be watching their account balances grow. And they're going to take those profit and they're going to drop them into their 401k, and they're going to buy shares of extremely good, high quality companies at discount prices that they're going to look back 5 years, 7 years, 10 years from now and be like, man, am I glad that I made the decision to get educated, to take advantage of that opportunity. Because there's far too many people that are missing out on life-changing opportunities by selling at market bottoms and buying at market tops. It's the greatest transfer of wealth that this country sees is market crashes. When stock markets crash, it is literally retail giving all of their money to Wall Street professionals. Because you have to understand, when a market crashes, that crash begins by smart money and institutional money. They're selling out. That's what makes the market go down. And it makes the market go down enough to where the average retail person hears about it and goes, oh my goodness, the stock market's crashing. I need to get out. And then they sell, and that causes the markets go down even further. And then all your institutions come in and they just buy everything back up. And then eventually the markets go back up towards all-time highs. I think it's the greatest transfer of wealth that we've ever seen. Okay. So there you have it. So make sure you guys get yourselves educated. Something very, very important that I want to make sure that you all are aware. Should I stop contributing to my 401k? Okay. Someone just asked me, should I stop contributing to my 401k? Let me say this. First and foremost, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. That's first and foremost. I'll give you my opinion when it comes to a 401k at this current time. All right. This is my opinion. Okay. I would, talk to or consult with a retirement financial advisor, professional. Everyone's got their own financial situations and their own retirement plans, Rich. All right. So I'm not sure how far away you are from retirement, or, how old you are, or what kind of nest egg you're sitting on, or what your expenses are. Everyone's got their own situation. So definitely consult with somebody. But I think that you should always contribute to a 401k plan, especially if your company matches your investment. If they give you any type of match on your 401k, you got to do it all the time. It's free money for you. It's free money for you. What I'm talking about is when markets do give you a severe pullback, I'm talking about going in and buying chunks. All right. Rather than for me, I add to my long-term portfolio every single year. So I have a SEP IRA. and I max that set buy rate contribution out every single year. Okay, I think you're allowed $57,000 or 25% of your income, whichever is lower, is what you're able to put in pre-tax. So I max that out every single year, regardless of what the markets are doing, right? Because it's pre-tax. I'd rather put that money in now and grow it than pay taxes on it now and then invest it. I'd rather invest it now full 100% of my capital and then pay the taxes later, right? So, if you have a company that matches your 401k, it's free money. If you put $100 in and they give you $50, that's great. It's $50 that you got for free. I would do that. But then I'm talking about now having the education to understand when you do get a severe pullback, you have cash on the sideline that you can deploy into the open markets. Okay. All right, guys. All right. So that's, this is some good stuff. This is really good stuff. You guys are asking some great questions. We actually, I wasn't expecting to kind of go down the overall market discussion and long-term type of thing, but you guys asked some really great questions, and that's why I love these Q&As. I think these Q&As are really important. I think you got to make sure you turn your notifications on. We do these every day. You can really learn a lot. You can learn a lot from these type of sessions, and this is why it's important for you guys to ask questions, right? Because trust me, somebody else that is out there that has the same question that you do, I can almost guarantee you that. All right. Now, my TG fam, they know a lot of this stuff because, we talk about this stuff, all the time. We talk about a lot of different things in TGD, but I'd like to know who is with us tonight, actually, that's not a member of True Trading Group, guys. Do me a favor. And if you're not a member or this is your first time on a live stream, type the number 1 in chat right now. Type the number 1 in chat if you're not a member or this is your first time on a TG live stream. Yes, Bearded Disciple. I love your username. Bearded Disciple goes, I'm so glad I joined TGG and I'm getting a proper education in how to invest and grow my hard-earned money. Yes. Beautiful. I love it. All right, let's see. Who's new? Finance Forever, Neil Go, Salim Toonsey. We got Eric Espinola, QP, Keith Sayers, Charles Wilkinson, Kyle Bolton. We got Brad. We got Shrikant. We got Mark Sherman, Hair Metal, David, Bino, Winter Heating, John Emden, Cameron Pepito. We got Alhuma, Kevin David, Robert Wong, Desiree, Hugo, Cy Trance, Don, Ricardo, Lopez. I love it. Beautiful. A lot of number 1s coming through chat right now. All of you, welcome. All right. You guys might not realize how fortunate you are to be here right now, but stick around for a while. You'll soon understand. You're going to find out because True Trading Group is about results. Okay. We are all about results. Results matter at True Trading Group. We're not just about empty words and broken promises. A result can be defined as an effect, a consequence, or an outcome of something. And it is a statistical fact based on surveys that we have conducted with all of our teaching members that in effect of you joining True Trading Group, putting in an effort, taking the courses, passing the quizzes, using our tools, joining the free study groups and workshops, that statistically you guys have a very good chance of making money, becoming a better trader. And if you guys don't believe me, I want you just to pay attention real quickly because anything coming from me, I know it doesn't mean much, right? But let's ask members themselves. My TTG members, if you are making money or becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. Anyone that's not a member, I want you to pay attention to how many number 1s come across the screen right now. Because the amount of number 1s that are going to come on the screen, this is what results look like. This is what I mean by results. Results matter. These are TTG members that are telling you I'm making money and I'm becoming a better trader because of the education that I'm receiving at True Trading Group. You are going to get the same education, a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York when you join the TTG platform. All right. That is exactly what these members did. You can see all of the number 1s that are coming through the side of the screen right now. This is what I mean by results matter. Another example of a result would be by you not joining TTG and trying to figure all this stuff out on your own. Statistically speaking, you actually have about a 90% chance of failing miserably at this. And that's just the reality of these are just the facts. These are the numbers. These are the stats. 90% of traders fail because they don't ever get themselves an actual education on how to do this. You can insert any profession. 90% of blank will fail without an education or training. 90% of police officers will fail without training. 90% of lawyers will fail without training. 90% of construction workers will fail without training. 90% of sales professionals will fail without training. 90% of IT consultants will fail without training. It's no different than any other profession. That's why education is so damn important. Now, I'm not saying true trading is the only way. It's not. But what I am saying is that it's one of, if not the best options for everyone of all skill levels from all walks of life to give themselves the best chance to learn, trade, and profit. We help people reach their goals of consistent profitability by combining premium education with top-notch tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, and more. And we're a community where we all share the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together. Guys, stick around for a few minutes. We are going to get into my 42% gain on PRAGUE. Okay, we took profit today at $5.98 from yesterday's entry at $4.22. I'll talk to you guys about that trade, what I think that stock does next. We're going to recap the EV sector today. Crazy divergence. Lucid Rivian crushed. Sono, Tesla, Moon. All right, so we're going to talk about that as well. Like I said, that's Sono, ticker symbol SEV. Brand new IPO today, EV company with some really interesting technology. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you if I think that company is a buy. And then I will show you guys, and then we're going to, excuse me, after I show you guys the, talk to you about the membership real quick, that's the stuff that we're going to get into. Okay. So first, before I get into all that, I want you guys just to pay attention real quick, because I'll talk to you briefly about the membership. A couple of people are asking about it. I want to share this with you all, that the price of our membership has been going up every day until we actually get to, on February 1st, our membership will be $2,500 for the year. Don't freak out. We're not there yet, but we're walking our price up to that level. All right. You could have joined 3 weeks ago and only paid $1,106 for the entire year. It's our goal at True Trading Group to level the playing field for the retail investor. That's why I'm giving you the same education I got when I worked on Wall Street. Literally, our office was on Wall Street and William and Wall was what we call that. That's what's called, William and Wall. That's what my office was. Okay. So you're going to get that type of education, but we're also going to give you access to the tools and resources that professional traders use. This is how we level the playing field to give you guys a chance to be better prepared to go into the markets and give yourselves a better chance to become consistently profitable. Okay. So please understand, there's not going to be a Thanksgiving or Black Friday sale. There's no Christmas sale, no New Year's sale. Tonight's price of $1,227 is the cheapest price that you're going to get access to the teaching membership. And also the price you pay tonight is the price you pay for life. So let's say next year your membership comes to renew. If the membership next year is $2,500, which it will be starting in February, you'll only pay $1,227 to renew. So the price you pay is the price you'll renew at if you want to continue your membership. Okay. So listen up, guys. That membership normally costs $2,212, but tonight until midnight, you can save 44%, brings the price all the way down to $1,227 by using the coupon code TTG121. Again, TTG121. Use that coupon code. That'll get you a discount. And the next 15 people to use that code will get 2 small private study group sessions with a TTG Pro Trader. This is your chance to ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you're struggling with, so we can really speed up that learning curve and get you guys on the right path to success. But the next 15 people will also get themselves a chance to earn a brand new free laptop that you can trade with. And yes, I said earn, because at True Trading Group, we actually have built relationships with wholesalers. We get laptops, we get electronics at great bulk pricing discounts. And then we ship them to members all over the world. We even cover the shipping costs. It's totally free to you, not one penny from you. Okay. Tonight, the next 15 people that use TTG121 coupon code, if you go through all of our courses and pass all of our quizzes, we will immediately send you a brand new free laptop that you can trade with. That is how you become TTG certified. Becoming TTG certified means you've completed the courses, you passed the quizzes. It lets everybody else know that you are now educated enough to where you know what you're talking about. It is a badge of honor for our TTG members becoming TTG certified. You get a certificate, you can print it out, hang it on your wall, put it on your desk. You can share a digital version of it on social media. You get a green check mark next to your username in chat, so other members in chat know that you've completed the entire curriculum, so you know what you're talking about now. Your opinion in chat carries more weight. You have more responsibility almost. That's what it means to become TTG certified. Okay, the process of becoming certified takes usually about 4 to 6 weeks on average, but I've seen it done faster. It's all up to you. It all depends on how much time and energy you want to put towards it. The curriculum is available 24/7. You can go at your own pace, as fast as you want or as slow as you want. So no matter how much time or lack thereof that you have, if you want it bad enough, there's no excuse. And if there's anyone that's out there that's questioning, do we actually send out free laptops? Yes, we certainly do. I'll ask my members, guys, do we actually send out free laptops? Yes or no? My teaching family, you guys can sound off in chat, just simple yes or no. Do we actually send out free laptops? So guys, now that that is settled, I want you to think of us as the Netflix of trading communities, because you pay one price to True Trading Group's platform. You get access to the core of everything we have at that one price for the entire year. There are no upsells for the courses and tools and resources that are available on the platform. So with your membership, you will be getting our 17 course curriculum, all of our courses. There aren't any special courses that cost more money. You get every single course, simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. You get our trading performance journal. This will actually track your trades and give you statistics on your stock, option, crypto, and even futures trades, so we can figure out where you're making mistakes. That trading performance journal is a game changer for traders that are trying to figure out, where am I making mistakes? You're gonna get hard stats on it. Then you're gonna get our Benzinga Pro real-time newsfeed. Gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. No more relying on delayed news. Everything I'm telling you right now is included for $12.27. You don't pay extra for any of this stuff. Then you get Colt Media's full book level 2. You see all the market makers inside of level 2. You get TradingView's premium level charting software. You get a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. You get the trade ideas scanner, which shows you what stocks make new highs, lows, have a surge in volume, and it's broken up into small caps, mid caps, and large caps. Of course, you get the chat room with all of our trade alerts from a group of professional traders that's sporting over an 80% win rate. And we're fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our website that tracks every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make, so you can follow along and see, if you follow these alerts, how would you be doing? The wins, the losses, the break-evens, they're all there for you guys to see. Then you do those live workshops and webinars we do every week, covering different topics with members. We just added real-time options flow and dark pool data, also available on the TC platform at no additional cost. You get those 2 small private study groups I told you about with a pro trader, so you can ask questions and get the help that you need to speed up your learning curve. And then we do a lot of fun giveaways. Guys, this Sunday, okay, right here on this YouTube channel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I'm giving away $30,000 or a brand new Tesla to one lucky TC member. All you need to do to have a chance at that 30 grand or Tesla is to be a member of True Trading Group, so you guys can qualify for that giveaway. That's it. Okay, this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 30 grand or a brand new Tesla Model 3 going out the door to one lucky TGD member. Set your reminders now. So the next 15 people to use the code TTG121, you actually have to type the code in and click apply code on the checkout page like you see right now on your screen. The first 15 people get the 44% discount. We also get the 2 small private study groups, and you get the chance to earn that brand new free laptop. And you will also be included in the Tesla 30K giveaway on Sunday. And last but certainly not least, the last thing that I do offer is a complete full money back guarantee. Okay? Yes, I'm being dead serious. Anyone that completes the courses, okay, goes through all of our courses, okay, goes through all of our courses, passes all of our quizzes, and attends one private study group. Okay? That's all you guys have to do. If you do those 3 things and still do not make your membership fee back at least once during your membership, I'm going to give you all of your money back. Okay? $1,227. But guess what else I'm going to do? This was supposed to be changed again yesterday. I'm going to kill Adam. He's actually not here tonight. But this was supposed to be changed yesterday. But since it's still on the website, I'm going to honor it once again. This will be the last time I'm going to honor this. Okay? So anyone that goes through all the courses, like I said, passes the quizzes, attends a study group, if you do not make your membership fee back at least once, I'll give you your full membership back plus an extra $500 on top. Yes, you heard me correctly. So you'll pay $12.27, and if you fail, I'm going to give you $17.27 back. And you're going to get to keep the brand new free laptop that I'm giving you as well. That's how dead serious I am. And that is how confident I am in the platform that we have created and our ability to help you succeed. I stand behind this program. I put my money where my mouth is. There is not a single service group or person out there that would be willing to offer you a complete full money back guarantee, never mind an additional $500 on top of it. And that's because, and honestly, I don't mind doing it because no one is as confident in their ability to help you succeed as we are. And that's why I'm able to offer you that money back guarantee. I'll say it one more time so you think that maybe you heard me incorrectly. If you do not make your membership fee back at least once during your membership, after going through all the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending one private study group, I will give you all of your money back plus an extra $500 on top for wasting your time. If you are willing to invest your hard-earned money in yourself to get an education, and you are entrusting in the team at True Trading Group to help you do that, then if you fail, we should lose money. I believe in that. I think that's fair. $1,227 doesn't grow on trees. I'm not sure what all of you have to do to earn that money, but I'm sure you didn't just sneeze and you found $1,227. So if you're going to take that hard-earned money and you're going to entrust us with your education, then I'll commit to you and I'll guarantee that membership price. I'll take the risk away. We have a comment on the screen. I've been signed up a couple weeks ago and made my money back 3 times over already. Boom. That's why I'm able to offer you guys that money back guarantee. I'm telling you, you're never going to find anything like this. I know you might be like, wait a second, this is crazy. This sounds too good to be true. It's not. It's not. Just ask my members. Ask my members. I wouldn't trade the $1,220 I paid for 4 or 5K. I've spent that much on other bogus services. The value at True Trading Group is tremendous. TGG over delivers. That is our goal, guys. Like I said, TGG is a platform. It's a platform. My TGG fam, you guys can just sound off in chat that everything I'm saying true? Am I saying anything that's incorrect or inaccurate? You guys can sound off in chat. There's also a lot of people. I saw a couple of comments on people. And then we're going to move on. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk to you guys about still, about the EV stocks, about Prague, Roblox, SEV, Tesla. Let's talk about Rivian, Lucid. So I still have a lot to talk to you about. But I saw a couple of people that were asking about if it's, how much money do you need to start with my program? It's not about that. A very common misconception is that a lot of people feel that they need tens of thousands of dollars to get started, to get started trading. It's not true. A lot of our members have started with just a couple $100 in their account, and they've grown that account. Guys, do me a favor. Let me ask them actually. My TGD members, if you started with less than $1,000 and now you're making money, just do me a favor. Type in chat how much you started with. Type in chat how much you started with. So if you started TGG with less than 1,000 in your account and now you're making money, tell me how much you started with. All right, Dirty Fox. Yo, Dirty Fox, what's up, man? $750. Frank Castle, $600. Julie, how are you, Julie? $200. There's my girl Diane Fig, $100. Bruce, my boy, $500. Ooh, Trader Ross, I love it. Trader Ross goes, how much do you need to start? $1,227. Trader Ross, I like your style. But JT, $300. My boy Metal, $500. Trevor Byers, $350. Eric R, $400, and is now over $12,000. Started with a $400 account. That's incredible. Great job, Eric. My boy Nate, $500. Kathleen Duke, how are you? Another one in the $100 club. Kathleen Duke also started with $100. Luis Bernardi, $1,000. James Jones, $1,500. PSY Trance, also in the $100 club, started with $100. All right, so you guys see what I'm talking about. I don't need to keep reading all these comments. You can see these comments coming through chat. These are TGD members that started with less than $1,000 in the account. You do not need tens of thousands of dollars to get started. It is just simply not true, but it's a very common misconception. Okay. My boy Rhino, what's up, man? Rhino goes, I started with 5K. I turned it into lots of money. Rhino, what's up, man? So there you have it, folks. All right, so there it is. There's the comments from my TTG fam. Again, TTG121 coupon code. Use it here tonight. You get a 44% discount, the 2 small private study groups, the chance to earn the free laptop, a chance to win 30 grand or a Tesla this Sunday, and a money back guarantee plus an additional $500 on top if you fail. You just have to type it in and enter, click apply code. All right, the next 15 people, that's it. Okay, that's it, folks. All right, now let's take things on over to the chats. I'll take away the R, take it to the chats. And let's start with Prague. All right, so we're going to talk about this Prague trade here, guys. So Prague was a swing trade that we entered yesterday. I got into Prague at $4.22. I'll take you to a 3-minute chart. I'll actually walk you guys through this entire trade. We'll pull this in. Okay, and I entered Prague right there yesterday. Okay, right there yesterday at $4.22. And I also alerted our members because what I do, guys, whenever I trade a stock, if there's options that trade with that stock as well, I always also alert an option to go along with my trade. So if anybody wanted to buy an option instead of the stock, I let you know what option contract to look at. I bought the stock at $4.22, but I alerted members that you can go after the January expiration $5 strike call options. At the time, they were at $1.15, $1.20 around the time when I entered the trade. And then you can see we had a real nice rally yesterday, and I took some profits off on this trade yesterday. Okay, I actually took 2 pieces of profit off the table yesterday. You guys can go back and watch the live stream from last night. If you watched last night's live stream, I already went over this with you. Okay, we did all this yesterday, last night. And I told everybody that my target was $6. And why was my target $6? Well, let's draw a line across $6. Okay, let's draw a line across 6. There it is. And now let's go to the daily chart. All right, let's go to the daily chart and let's zoom things, look back to the left. And as you look back to the left, you will notice an area of resistance right there in February. Okay, so you'll see there for a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks time, Prague unable to get above $6. That was that level of resistance that we identified. I talked to my members. I talked to my members about this yesterday. I talked to you all here on the live stream. Okay, I talked to you all on the live stream. And then what happened here today? We get a big gap up and bang, $6, baby. Just like we called it. There it is. And I actually took profit $5.98. Okay, $5.98. The bulk of my position off the table on this trade. In at 422. Took some off at like 472 or something, and then took more off at 498, and then at 496 actually, and then 598. Now I am still long a piece of this position. Okay, I am still long a small piece of this position. I'm not happy about the way the stock has pulled back today. But I'll see if we can recover off of $4. If we bounce back to 525, 550, the trade will still be in play. But nonetheless, my stop on this will be down there around, 415 or so in that area is where I'll stop out of the rest of this position. But I've already taken the overwhelming majority of this position off the table for solid profits. This is a great trade, big win, regardless of what happens with this last small piece. This last piece I have is like 12% of my position. Okay. The rest of my position has already been off the table. All right. So there you have it, folks. All right. That's the Prague trade. Congratulations, my TC fam. If you guys made money on this trade with me, I want to know about it. Sound off in chat. If you guys made money on Prague, I want to know about it. Sound off in chat, guys. There you go. Trade I must made $1,500. I like it. Great job. Nice. Oh, Swain sold at 610. Great sell. The high of the day was 620. That's sick. My boy David made $1,000. Yes, Jojo, nice trade. Sold those call options for $2.20. $2.20. Yeah, those options went from $1.15, $1.20, all the way up to like $2.20. Great job. Woo! Keith. Keith made $12,000 on Prague. My boy Drit sold at $6. O Swain made 2,500. Cloud9 made 800. Yes. Yes. Mojo made $400. Nice. Way to go, Tanya. Tanya made some money too. I like it. Daryl, Anna, Makas, what's up? Ah, yes. I love it. 40% gain for my boy Jared. What's up, man? Great job. Daniel Golly, over $6,000 profit. $1,000 for Joel. $330 for Alex. Great job, everybody. Really nicely done. Oof, way to go, Adam. Adam Omer made $8,000. Shepard made $100. Nicely done. Ozzie Davis made over $400. Great job, everybody. I love it. I love seeing the fam. I love seeing the fam do well. I love it. All right, so there's Prague. All right, so there's Prague. All right, now, what I want to talk to you guys now about is the EV sector. The EV sector is actually kind of crazy. The volatility in the EV sector right now is pretty wild. All right, it's pretty wild. If you guys take a look at Tesla today, Tesla, nice strong day today. Then you look at the new IPO, SEV, ridiculous move today. Ridiculous move today from $20 up to $46 after hours. Just ridiculous. But then you take a look at some of your others. Rivian crushed 18%. Lucid crushed 9%. What is happening? Okay, typically in the EV market, up until recently, you've had the entire sector move together. The entire sector would go up together. The entire sector would come down together. Not anymore. Not anymore. Lucid and Rivian seem to be following each other now. Lucid and Rivian seem to be following each other. But now you have Tesla green today, while Rivian and Lucid are red, and Tesla's been red while Rivian and Lucid were green the last couple of days, and Tesla was pulling back the last couple of days. And now you have this SEV that's thrown into the mix. So this divergence that you're seeing in some of these names, it's better when you have correlation. It's easier when you have correlation because you can just look towards the sector leader. Like if you were to look at Rivian as a sector leader and say, oh, is Rivian up or down? Okay, great. Let me buy or short Lucid. Right? Oh, is Tesla up or down? Okay, let me buy or short Rivian. But you're not seeing that correlation. What I think is actually taking place right now, and let me explain this a little further. I think that there are a lot of ways for people to play the EV sector now. You have Lucid, Rivian, Fisker, Tesla, Blink, NIO, ChargePoint, XPeng, LI. You have so many different ways, QS, so many different ways to play the EV space. What I think you're seeing happen right now, a lot of these stocks have made very big moves. Tesla, Lucid, Rivian, huge moves. Fisker, like if you take a look on the daily chart, let me break this down for you. Like, look at this move in Lucid. Are you kidding me? The stock was $24 a month ago. Went all the way to 58. Okay. Tesla needs no explanation. Tesla was $750 a month and a half ago, went to $1,200. Rivian also needs no explanation. Stock was $95, went all the way to 180 in 4 days, 5 days. Okay. QS was 23, went all the way to 43. Blink was 27, went all the way to 49. Right? Like when you see the moves that these stocks are making, okay, XPEV was 34, went all the way to 50. So when you see the moves that some of these stocks are making, I think what you're starting to see is an adjustment in positioning. I think you're seeing funds are lightening up positions in certain names and are moving money into other names as some of the real players in the EV space are coming to the forefront. I told you guys this a while ago. Let me quick introduction here though, guys. Everybody welcome Kai. Kai, the newest member of the TTG family. There's now only 14 of those laptops left. Guys, everybody welcome Kai. You just have to use coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 44% discount, the brand new free laptop if you guys become TTG certified, the 2 small private study groups, and a money back guarantee where not only am I giving you your money back, I'm also giving you an extra $500 on top for wasting your time if you fail after going through all the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending one study group. I'm literally removing your risk of the membership. And I can do that because since 2017, our refund rate is only 1.7%. And that's why I'm confident enough to give you guys that money back guarantee. Okay. So that's what I think is happening in the EV space. I think there's an adjustment going on with asset allocation. I think people are taking money out of some names and putting them into other names. I think they're rebalancing their EV names because now after the EV sector, the bubble popped, earlier this year, you are weeding out all the poor crap quality companies like Workhorse, Ride, Solo, AYR, like all these garbage companies that, I was screaming from the rooftop about Ride. I think Ride's probably going to be the first one to go. I don't like Ride. I don't like Workhorse. I think they're great. Look at the stocks. Literally just look at the stock. Look at these charts. Like look at Workhorse. Look at Ride, and then look at Lucid. Look at Fisker. Look at Tesla. Right? Like look at these companies. Some of these others and then again, look at Solo. Right? Like people are not going into these names. They're not. They're going into these other EV players. So the real strong players are starting to distance themselves from the rest of the pack. And that is what I think is happening. Yeah, NKLA. Like, come on, really? Look at these charts. Right? But earlier in 2020, right? Every single one of these stocks ran their asses off. Okay. All these stocks, they all ran their asses off like crazy. But now look at where these stocks are. All right. That's what I think is taking place. I think you're getting just people are now starting to realize the basket of EV stocks that are your true players, your true disruptors, your real investable companies for the future. And you have some, asset allocation just being adjusted. Everybody welcome Leroy. Leroy, newest member of the group. What's up, Leroy? 13 of those laptops left now. TTG 121 coupon code. All right. TTG 121 coupon code. Okay. Remember, guys, 44% discount. Chance to earn a brand new laptop. You're also going to have a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand on this Sunday, and the money back guarantee plus $500 and the 2 small private study groups with a pro trader. Boom. TTG platform. All right. So that's what I think is taking place within the EV sector. And I have to talk to you guys about SEV. SEV just went public today. This is an exciting company. Their technology is exciting, but I think they're going to have problems in the future. I don't think it's going to be as easy for them to do this as we think. So basically, let me explain what this company does. So what's the number one concern for the consumer when it comes to electric vehicles? The number one concern for electric vehicles, the number one reason why someone would not buy an electric vehicle is distance. Anxiety over distance and charging. Charging anxiety is a real thing that has a lot of people hesitant to buy an electric vehicle because they are scared to be caught out with a low battery because there's nowhere to charge the car. And they're scared, what if I don't make it home to get to my charger at home and I'm stuck? It's the number one reason why the surveyed consumer is hesitant to buy an electric vehicle. That's why I'm invested in a company like ChargePoint, because I believe in the charging infrastructure that's needed. You see how many gas stations there are? We're going to need that many charging stations, okay, by 2030. You're going to need a hell of a lot more. You're going to need 10 times the amount of charging stations that we have now, 50 times the amount of charging stations as we have now. All right, so that's why I'm investing in a company like ChargePoint, CHPT. I like ChargePoint. I think they're best in breed. ChargePoint and Blink Charging, BLNK and CHPT, two of my favorite plays for charging infrastructure. I love those two companies. All right. Now, with SEV, they are working on putting solar technology on the car. Basically going to make the car a solar charging vehicle. So that when your car is driving outside in the sun, the car will have solar panel technology in it that it will actually charge the battery. Sounds badass, right? Sounds like into the future type stuff. But I think they have a lot of work to do. Like they've got a lot of work to do. They've got the CEOs, they're co-CEOs, there's two CEOs. They were on CNBC today. They said they've got 16,000 reservations. Okay. They've got 16,000. Yes, they can still be charged by being plugged in. Yes. They're still charged with the plug. This is just kind of like a backup, like to remove the anxiety over the distance for the charge, to know that you have the solar technology that the car can charge, okay, while you are, while you're in the sun or whatever. Okay. So they said they have 16,000 reservations for their vehicles. That's nothing to sneeze at. I think it's a very sexy story, but I think that the valuations on some of these EV stocks have just gotten a little too far out of control. And it's a shame because these EV stocks, they can never just go up slowly and methodically. It's always rip everybody's face off to an unsustainable price move and unsustainable valuation, and then rip everybody's pants off right back to the downside. And I do think you're going to see that. You started to see that today in Rivian. This is a nasty pullback for Rivian today. When you see the size of that pullback, that's a very aggressive pullback today from 180 down to 140. And is there more downside? I believe there is, but I just wish these EV stocks would trade a little bit more methodically. Like, look at Lucid. Like, look at a chart of Lucid. Like, first, look at the move higher. That's just ridiculous. That's not sustainable, the move at the beginning of this year. So then what happens? You get a massive crash, a massive move lower. Well, now it's another massive move higher, and then, it's tough to sustain that price move. It's tough to sustain that valuation. And I think that these valuations will again come pulling back in. It's still very early for the EV stocks and EV companies. And I think you'll get pullbacks on them. And I think that SEV is going to fall victim to that. I think SEV is coming public at the peak of the new round of EV excitement. And I think that peak excitement is going to get popped a little bit in the days or weeks to come. And I think SEV will fall victim to that coming public This company was priced, the IPO was priced at, I believe, $15 a share, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was priced at $15 a share. The stock's at 46 after 1 day of trading. I mean, come on. Right? It's like Rivian. Rivian was priced in the 60s and 70s, and the stock runs all the way to 180. It's like, they haven't delivered a single vehicle, but yet they're $125 billion market cap. I mean, it's tough to swallow those valuations. Jonathan, welcome everybody. Everybody welcome Jonathan, newest member of the group. 12 laptops left, guys. TTG121 coupon code. Only 12 laptops left. Everybody welcome Jonathan. So I like SEV. It's a cool concept. I need to see more from the company. I'm not familiar with the company. I just learned about them really today. I was not familiar with this company prior to today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But very exciting, very exciting story, very sexy story. And I think that right now with what's happening in the EV space, it's going to be a good vehicle to trade. And that's all I care about. The EV sector, if you're an active trader, look no further than Rivian, Lucid, Tesla, SEV. Look no further. You don't need to, because there's so much volatility, there's so much movement in those stocks and so much range that you can make money on the way up, you can make money on the way down. And with Rivian now having options, you can buy put options in Rivian. I mean, I'll short the stock, but you can buy put options, you can buy calls, you can buy the stock, short the stock. I mean, there's so much movement, so much range on these stocks that, there's just a lot of opportunity there. Small caps are quiet. Small caps have really quieted down while you've gotten this surgence and excitement in the EV space. It's almost like 1 for 1 here. It's like, the EV sector heated up and small caps really cooled off. It almost seems like the timing of that was almost identical. But small caps right now, I'm not trading that well. I've traded a couple small caps so far this week. I didn't really get a lot of follow through on any of them. So small caps are quiet, but mid caps right now are fire, because that's really where a lot of these EV stocks live. ChargePoint, Blink Energy. I keep saying Blink Energy. It's Blink Charging. QS, this SEV, Lucid. Just these stocks are just like, whoa. And then you have some large caps moving like Tesla, Roblox, Rivian. It's like, my goodness, crazy moves. The opportunity right now out there in the market is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal, guys. You got to get your butts in chat. Take advantage of this opportunity and this volatility with us. It's just nuts. So SEV, huge one today. And this is going to be one that's on my watch list. On my watch list now for the next couple of days. And I'll try to see if there's more correlation. The correlation is really broken up in the EV sector. You had Lucid, Rivian red, SEV, Tesla green. So we'll see if there's more of a correlation, if that correlation comes back, or if it's just broken. And if it's broken, that's fine. You'll trade the stocks individually within a vacuum, and that's okay. Sometimes traders would rather trade in a vacuum. Other times traders would like correlation where a sector moves together. Just depends on personal preference, but you got to be able to identify that correlation or lack thereof early. And that's something that I've been noticing here over the last 2 days. Robert, welcome to the TG family. There's only 11 of those laptops left now, guys. TTG121 coupon code. All right, you'll get the 44% discount, the brand new free laptop, a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand on Sunday, 2 small private study groups, and a money back guarantee plus $500 on top. You just have to use TTG121 coupon code. All right. So there you have it, folks. I told you before I would show you the TTG platform. I'll show you guys what's included, what's on it, what's in it. TTG is a platform. It's not just courses or trade alerts in a chat room. There's so much more. Our goal is to level the playing field and give you access to the same education and tools that professional traders use. All right. You shouldn't have to work at a hedge fund to have access to this information and these tools. We provide these tools on our platform. So that 1-year membership is normally $2,212. But tonight until midnight, you can use the code TTG121. You'll pay only $12.27. That's a 44% discount. You get 2 small private study groups, your chance to talk to a professional trader, ask questions, go over things that you're having a hard time with so we can help speed up that learning curve. And then you have that chance to earn the brand new free laptop. Think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities because you pay one price, you get access to the core of everything that we have. There's no upsells for courses and tools. Okay, you're going to get access to our brand new trading performance journal. This journal will track your stock, option, crypto, and futures trades and give you hard stats so you can see where you're making mistakes. A game changer in improving your trading. You're also going to get our Benzinga Pro newsfeed. This is going to give you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat. No more relying on delayed news feeds. Then you get Quote Stream's full book level 2. This will show you all the market makers that are inside of level 2. You then also get our simulator, which lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, with real-time data, so you guys can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Then you have our trade ideas scanner. This will show you what stocks make new highs, new lows, have a surge in volume, and that's broken up into small caps, mid caps, and large caps. So no matter what you trade, we make sure you're focused on the best stocks during the day. We also have just added to the platform options flow data and dark pool data, also now available on the TTG platform for all of our members. Guys, I'm telling you, all this stuff I'm showing you, this is all included with your membership. You don't pay extra for any of it. Then you also have our own proprietary scanner, which has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but it's on steroids. You can click on any stock that's on the scanner, and you will get unlimited downloadable PDF reports that show you all the analyst ratings for the stock. So let's say you like a stock, you're thinking about buying it. Wouldn't it be nice for you to see how many analysts agree with you and think it's a buy? This can help you make your trading and investment decisions. Again, all included with your membership. So is our social sentiment scanner. You want to talk about the swing trade PRAGUE? A lot of the thesis behind my 42% gain today on PRAGUE came from this social sentiment scanner, because the social sentiment scanner is telling us that social sentiment and the amount of times that PRAGUE is being discussed was increasing day over day over day. This will scour StockTwits, Reddit, and Twitter and tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most. Okay, game changer, guys. Really help you stay ahead of the curve and help you stay ahead of the crowd. You're also going to get TradingView's charting software. This is going to be one of the most commonly used charting softwares that active traders use. All yours, included with your platform. Then, of course, a minimum 10 easy-to-follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that's sporting over an 80% win rate collectively. We're fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our website. It tracks every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make, so you can follow along and see how you'd be doing if you were following along with the trade alerts. Then you've got those 2 small private study groups that I told you guys about, your chance to talk to a pro trader and get some, get some help with some of the things that you're struggling with, help speed up that learning curve. And then the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York at my first job out of college. There's beginner and foundation courses. There's advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. There are no VIP pro courses that cost you more money. Every single course is available when you join for $12.27. And then in addition to the courses, guys, there's a video library that has over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are the live workshops like how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, how to grow a small account. These are just a couple of the topics that we cover in our live workshops. We do these every week with members. You have access to all of them. And then, of course, our chat room. The chat room is not just me, folks. There's 8 other professional traders in chat. 8 other professional traders in chat that all have different trading styles that are there with you from pre-market till after hours, that are calling out trades, answering questions, providing market commentary, identifying opportunities, and you can also send us DMs during the day to ask us questions. All right. Guys, listen, take advantage of this discount because on February 1st, the price is $2,500. You could have joined 3 weeks ago for $1,106. Tonight it's $1,227, and the price is going to continue to go up. Let me give you an idea of the value that you have access to at 12.27. Because let's say you don't join True Trading Group, but you really like the Benzinga newsfeed. If you went to Benzinga for their newsfeed, they're going to charge you $1,404 a year for that newsfeed. It's included with your platform in True Trading Group. You can pay just $12.27, get the newsfeed and everything else that I just showed you. Our goal is to disrupt this industry. To do that, we got to provide insane value and results at a price substantially less than any of your so-called competitors that are out there. And I stand behind this platform, guys. Nobody is as confident in their ability to help you succeed as I am. And that is why I offer a money-back guarantee plus an additional $500 back on top, because if you fail, I'm going to lose money, and that's how it should be. That's all the incentive that I need to make sure that you have the resources, the tools, the guidance, the education, the mentorship that's going to help you succeed. So if anyone goes through all the courses, passes the quizzes, and attends one private study group, if you still do not make $1,227 back, your membership fee tonight, if you don't make that back at least once during your membership, I will give you $1,727 back. That is how much I stand behind this program. That is how much I put my money where my mouth is, and that is how I prove it to you all. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Go ahead, guys. Read the reviews. 1,400 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. There is no better referral than one from your peers. Go read those reviews, the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't care. Read them all. Then use coupon code TTG121 to get access to everything that I shared with you here tonight. If you're still not ready, which I don't know how you wouldn't be, because I'm removing your risk and giving you an extra $500 back on top. The only people that would have something to worry about is people that are lazy. If you are a lazy person, I'm sorry, TTG is not for you. You might as well sign up for the live stream now. There's plenty of other services out there that would love to take your money and then not answer your call when you say you aren't making any money. In fact, you're losing money and you don't know what to do. They're not going to answer your call. They're not going to help you. They don't care. But if you're willing to put in some time, energy, and effort, you're willing to go through the courses, you're willing to do the quizzes, attend workshops, attend, the private study groups, then my team and I are willing to stand there with you throughout the entire process. We're in this together. If you commit to me, I will commit to you. Okay? And then last but certainly not least, for those that are still on the fence, we have a 1-week trial. If you guys want to join us for 1 week, you can do so. Go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3.com, spelt out. You'll get access to the TC platform for 1 week for $3. Everybody has $3. We charge $3 to make sure you're a real person. There's no auto renew. There's no reoccurring payment. It is only $3. That's it. Just use the code TTG. The code. Just go to the website, ttgthree.com. All right. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. You're the best. I love you all. Great job today in chat. We'll see what tomorrow brings. We're going to look to close off the week strong. Don't forget, next week is a short week. We got Thanksgiving. So let's make all of these days going into the holiday count. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button if you guys haven't done so already. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any one of these lives. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow.